This is Enchanted Rock, located in the heart of the Texas Hill Country, just 17 miles north of Fredericksburg and 24 miles south of Llano. Enchanted Rock is a batholith, a large, intrusive igneous body. It spans 640 acres and rises 425 feet above the rest of the hill country. Composed of a unique pink granite, its beauty led to it becoming a state natural area in 1978. But how did this big, beautiful batholith form? To find the answer, we need to go way back in time to the supercontinent of Rodinia. The granites formed thanks to collision between the southern edge of modern-day North America, or Laurentia, and an unknown southern continent roughly 1.1 billion years ago. The southern continent contained rocks that would become today's Coal Creek Formation in green, while Laurentia consisted of the Pack Saddle and Valley Springs formations in yellow. The southern continent would move across an ancient ocean and begin subducting Laurentia's oceanic crust. Within 30 million years, the southern continent had collided with Laurentia and deformed the pre-existing rocks of Coal Creek, Pack Saddle, and Valley Spring. Remnants of the southern continent's journey would also be included as ophiolites, or pieces of the ocean floor that were stripped off due to the movement. With continued subduction, the crust begins to thicken and increase in temperature, further deforming previous rocks. As the crust thickens, erosion works hard to even it off, exposing the newly deformed formations underneath. Stress on the subducting plate becomes too great and it breaks away. Mantle material upwells to fill the space that the subducting plate once held, leading to underplating on the bottom of the crust. Hot magma is also able to work its way into the crust as intrusions, and these are the beginnings of the granite we see today. This intruded magma cools and becomes granite, but continued shortening of the collision boundary deforms these granites and allows new intrusions to enter the crust, which form even younger granites. Now that we know how it was formed, let's take a look at that pink granite. Granite is a rock, and rocks are comprised of individual minerals. Enchanted Rock's pink granite is mostly comprised of 5 minerals. Biotite, a shiny, flaky, black mineral that breaks off into sheets. Hornblende, a more dull and jagged black mineral. Albite, a bright white mineral. Quartz, a glassy translucent mineral. And potassium feldspar, a salmon pink mineral, the component that gives Enchanted Rock its unique coloration. When observing minerals, a lot of information can be deducted about the conditions that a rock was formed under. For example, things such as the size of a mineral can tell you about the speed at which a rock cooled. Large crystals indicate slow cooling, while small crystals indicate quick cooling, quick in geologic time being on the order of hundreds of thousands to millions of years. The minerals present can also tell you what name a rock is called. To determine this, geologists can use what is called a ternary diagram. On this diagram, the relative abundance of key minerals can be plotted to find an appropriate name for a given sample. To plot our sample, we will use the minerals quartz, potassium feldspar, and albite. First, we must estimate the abundances of each mineral in our sample. After eliminating the percentages of the unnecessary minerals, we are left with 22% quartz, 11% albite, and 67% potassium feldspar. Let's put these on the diagram. Each tip of the triangle represents a 100% composition of the given mineral. Q for quartz, A for alkali feldspar, and P for plagioclase, or albite. Simply plot lines across the diagram at the calculated percentage, counting up from the opposite edge of the triangle for each mineral. 22% quartz, 11% albite, and 67% potassium feldspar. The intersecting point of the 3 plotted lines lands in a field that gives us the name granite. But you probably already knew that. So next time you find yourself in the hill country, stop by Enchanted Rock and walk on a billion-year-old piece of geologic history.